Now I'm going to do a little bit of stuff with vibrancy. And again, I'm going to duplicate it. I always duplicate, so I always have that back to. I can just use the history tool and go backwards, but what can I say? And I could even go down in history and make a new go back to a layer. The history tool allows you to do this, which is make a, come on, where are you? There you are. It allows you to make a new snapshot, which now shows you where that layer is, okay? But I like doing it myself because then I feel a little bit more in control. Okay, so now we're going to go to looking at adding um, some vibrance to this. And we're going to do that by going into, where are you? I can always never find you. All right, so let me try window, range, reset essentials. Let's see if it went in there. I'm finding that the new version just makes me a little crazy. All right, so I'm going to go in here and I want to get into my adjustment layer. So I'm not seeing it here. So I'm going to go up to Window. I'm going to do my adjustment layer. There we go. Now the difference between using the adjustment layer and using the layer over here in Mode and just changing it up under Adjustments is you actually get a layer over the top. And the layer over the top is kind of nice because then if you don't like it, you can go back. We're going to use Vibrance, which the guy was using. And with Vibrance, you have saturation. That saturates the whole thing. And Vibrance sort of takes up and does sections. And I'm going to make my face as vibrant as I want because I really want to have that sort of look of Rembrandt, of sort of really juicy, juicy tones. So that's me. You can do it whatever way you want. All right. So now I'm looking pretty juicy. And oh, look, my robe went purple. Perfect. How perfect for me. So now I'm going to do, again, make a duplicate just in case all hell breaks loose. And I'm going to go to my Window, Workspace, Photographs. For some reason, it's easier to find in here. Got this layer I'm working on. So I'm now going to go into my, come on, baby, where are you? You are in, I'm going to go into my dodge tool, my burn tool. And I want to burn the whole face, just like we had with Rembrandt, where there's this whole darkness. And I'm going to darken this whole area, and I'm going to be pretty dramatic about it. So again, this is a whole new layer, and I'm going in here, and I'm darkening this down. I'm darkening my hands down. I'm darkening this whole area down, making it almost feel like it's disappeared into the depths. Okay, looks awful. All right, then I'm going to go and do the same thing with burn. I'm going to, excuse me, not with burn, we're going to dodge. And dodge is going, oops, I always get these confused. All right, this is, now I'm going to go to, dodge should do this, right? Dodge. Yeah, and I'm going to lighten this area up like there's a real heavy highlight. Again, don't worry about it looking like crap. That's going to work just fine a little bit later. So I'm going to bring this in here, and you'll see how this is going to work. So again, I've just made these very dramatic, sort of like as if a light is really shining on me from the side. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this, and I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to go, and I'm going to, come on, baby. I'm going to take this layer, and I'm going to make this overlay. All right, now you can see what happens is it uses a lot of that structure. I can say, you know, I don't want it to be that much. I'm going to bring it down just a smidge. Yeah, no, I like it really, really intense. All right, so I've got this really intense. I'm going to give myself a black background, and I've just made a new layer, reverse those, and use my fill tool. Where's my fill tool? I know you're here. Oh, they hide them when they're in this new version, don't they? Ugh. All right, so I'm going to go back to Window, and back to Essentials, because I know I can find it on Essentials easier. Where are you on Essentials? It should be right there. Come on. There it is. And I'm just making a black background because we know that's what, we're getting that look. Okay, So now I've got the sort of black background. Ooh, not liking that edge. And I should have gone that a little bit closer, checked it better in Photoshop, I mean, when I'm doing it, but I'm just going to, for now, go in here and I'm going to use, because I didn't do it like the guy did, I'm going to go and use a eraser, just a plain old eraser. I'm going to make it really soft and large. And I'm just going to go around the edge here. I'm going to turn these all off. Okay. Oops. Oh, turn those two on. I actually need to do this. I need to combine these two. I'm going to merge down. It's not appearing there when I can't find it. I'm going to go to Image, Layer, Merge down. Now we'll do the layer above it down to below. Okay, so now we got these two together. Now I can just soften that. And you'll see what I'm doing is I'm just going in and I'm getting a little soft. I'm actually only going to do it pretty much on the dark side. So the dark side, I really begin to start disappearing into dark. Okay, yeah, not bad. So I'm liking the way it's going, but I'm going to now, this is where I get into playing. So I'm going to go to Image, Duplicate, and I'm going to flatten the whole thing. So now I've got it flattened here, and I'm going to play with it just a smidgen more. I'm going to make a layer, and I'm going to use a filter to blur. I'm going to use just a Gaussian blur. Now, why I'm using a Gaussian, it can come up to here, but I want to just blur it out just a smidge here. Okay. And then I'm going to use overlay again. And now we're getting almost too brightly colored. So we're going to go back and fix that in a minute. But first I want to do something else.